All right, guys. Hey, this is Coach Marcus here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I want to welcome you to tonight's Franchise Factor training. This is the new night, so we will be here every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and the website link is always one team, one dream hangout.com. If you are required to enter a passcode, it's always Go One Team, all lowercase. And so just mark your calendars for this teaching every Wednesday evening at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. If you are a new member or our guest, comment in the chat and let us know if this is your first time attending. And also let us know who invited you here. We greatly appreciate that. And we'll go and get into the training. So we do have in-person events. You know, since the pandemic, we've had a lot of online events, which we still do like this. But we also have our in-person training events that are our larger events. So our next one is coming up in Nashville, Tennessee, in just over what 5 weeks or so, 5 weeks, 5.5 weeks away. So it's the weekend of September 12th to the 14th. So that's Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday we depart. And how it typically works is Friday evening, there's a meet and greet. On Saturday, there's training for the entire day. And then Sunday, there's some type of going away event. And for people who are still in Tennessee on Sunday, we'll have the ability to participate in our going away event. Our last one we had in Orlando, Florida, we took about 60 of us to the Orlando Magic basketball game, and none of the attendees had to pay for tickets. I was on myself, and Coach Will took care of that. And so tickets for in person is only $40, so it's not breaking the bank. You can send your funds to paypal.me/HBN events, or you can Zelle to 323-384-1081. There are no more online spaces available. Only in-person tickets are available. All right. And so I want to congratulate you guys. Anyone out there who achieved any commission milestones, congratulations. I know Tom Farr, not sure if he's on here or not. I know he crossed the $9,000 barrier. Gwen Creighton, she crossed $1,000. And I believe Gwen McDaniel, she crossed $200 in commissions, which is great. Okay, that's more income than the average person earns in their entire network marketing career. And also want to congratulate any people anyone that achieved any rank milestones. Yeah, Megan Debbie just hit rank Ruby today with HBN, which is awesome, right? That's an amazing rank that opens her up to receive a weekly lifestyle bonus every Monday of $250 every Monday. Okay, so that's what I like about the HBN pay plan is the fact that that weekly lifestyle bonus, it's amazing. It's amazing. All right, guys, and that pays up to $260,000 a year in lifestyle bonuses with HBN. So congratulations to everyone who achieved any commission milestones or rank milestones. If you know anyone that has, just comment in the chat and shout them out. And we believe in celebrating our success team members. So Franchise Factor, this is what this is called. This is something that was started back with myself and Coach Will and a couple of other leaders during the pandemic. HBN grew by over 300%, and people were making, and are still, but people were making insane amounts of income, because back then people were looking for products like that HBN offers, the black seed oil for the immune system support, the Nourish, which is out of stock still. People wanted those products, so the company grew by over 300% during the pandemic. We had a lot of people hit six figures, okay? And we felt the need to put together a training to help organize the process and have a system. So we called it Six Steps to Six Figures. That was the initial name of the training. We started that in 2021, okay? And then because we were growing so fast, we decided to revamp it and call it Seven Steps to Seven Figures. And we called it that because our agreement was when we put together Six Steps to Six Figures, once someone who follows this teaching achieved the seven-figure mark, then we would change the name Seven Steps to Seven Figures, which Coach Will was the first person to do it. And we changed it Seven Steps to Seven Figures in 2023, because he hit over seven figures with the Greener Gangs family. And after that, okay, we recognized those trainings were long. Sometimes they would be 2-hour trainings, and we wanted to, treat it more like a franchise, okay, where people can get in, learn the system and do it and teach it. So we broke it up into 4 parts, okay, and so, but the trainings are focused on. Thank you, Greta. The trainings are focused on having unified, duplicatable training systems. Okay, we recognize the lost art in network marketing is teaching people to teach people to teach people. Right? You teach that down to 3 levels, you can build a significant network marketing organization and income. And with the internet, that kind of has taken that teaching part away, where people are simply focused on using tools and systems to build their teams, but not really learning how to become a network marketing professional. That's why we've been so successful here. Then we focus on having sequential learning, right? We don't believe in teaching out of order. Okay, just like when you learn math or learn to read, you had to go in a particular order, right? And so we focus on mindset and skill set training. And then we also focus on providing resources and repetition, because what is repeated is remembered, okay? And what is remembered is repeated. So we're not teaching different concepts every week, and we're also not teaching things that don't work. We don't teach concepts and theories. We teach what actually works, because myself, Coach Will, and some other leaders will try things out, and if they work, we teach it. Okay, and not unlike these network marketing coaches out there. By the way, many of them use our training and sell it. It's the craziest thing, but they're out there teaching concepts that they've never done it. Okay, the thing about us is we've done the work. Okay, we've had our boots on the ground. So that's why we focus on providing resources and repetition. Then we have the percentage of the people. Okay, so insurance company statistics tell us that 70% of people are going to die broke, right? And so that just helps you to be in the proper mindset, that knowing that 7 out of 10 people you sign up, okay, they're not going to build a business, right? Okay, and so just be prepared for that. And the 70% are typically the people who they get in, and they don't have immediate results, they quit. Okay, and they're the ones that say network marketing doesn't work, or they go from company to company to company trying to find success, and when they think the problem is the company or the pay plan or the products, when the common denominator in the equation is them. The 3 percenters, they do well in network marketing. However, the 3 percenters aren't duplicatable, because it's all about them. They're charismatic, right? They're the loudest people in the room. They're selling their team's systems and tools, and they're the ones making all the money. And they're the ones who won't follow our teaching here, right? They have their own way of doing things, and they typically do well. When they join a new company, they get all the fast start commissions, and once the fast start commissions run out, they're on to another company, right? They go from company to company to company, because they're not duplicatable. But the thing about it is, the crazy thing I found is the 70 percenters, okay, follow the 3 percenters around from company to company to company, thinking they're going to have the same results, when they don't realize they're not on the same playing field. And then the 27 percenters, that's all of us here, right? Here tonight, you guys are the ones who are committed to, getting in, plugging in, and staying in. We call it GPS. All right. So this is how the franchise factor is structured, and this is why we've had the success we have. Now, we're growing fast. Both Go Design and Hardware Naturals are growing very fast. People love the products. Okay, that's the primary thing. Is if the products, okay, don't move, no one gets paid. Okay, however, if the products didn't work, nobody would buy them. Okay, and we have products that are impactful, right? And you guys who have used the products, feel free to comment in the chat and let us know which products you've used and what benefits you have from using the products. And while you guys are posting that, I have to give a couple of disclaimers. Our products are not medication and drugs. We're not governed by the FDA, and they're not intended to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any disease or health conditions. We're not doctors. Okay, I'm not a doctor. I don't give medical advice. If you have any concerns about using any of our products, see your doctor. In regard to the income side, I work hard. I don't know if you will work hard, so you might join us and not earn any money, right? That's our simple income disclaimer. But the products work. This is why 94% of members who join HPN are customers, and they continue buying. Okay, and 92% of GoDasana members are customers, and 1% of GoDasana members are independent practitioners that take advantage of the GoDasana white label program. So lots of room for growth for people who are interested in generating a great side income. Jessica said the black oil helps with her pain. She's able to exercise again, no more indigestion. The GLP-1 and berberine ACV contribute to her releasing 25 pounds, right? So because we're growing, the products are popular. The pay plan, fair, aggressive, and balanced, both of them. People don't follow what we teach here, which is fine, right? We don't say you join us and have to do what we say or do what we teach. Do what you keep doing what you're doing. If you're having success and duplication, that's great. If, however, what you're doing isn't working, okay, and you would like to learn a different way of doing it, by all means, plug into what we teach here. And our mindset, our motto is one team, one dream, right? We work with anyone who becomes a member. Doesn't matter who your sponsor or your enroller is or your success team is, we will help you, okay? So, but I appreciate you guys for being here. So this is how it works, okay? Green Organics, okay, is the parent company. They're the company that pays our commissions. When you receive your package in the mail, the address is going to say Green Organics, okay, in Cincinnati, Ohio. The products work. They're no longer on trial, right? We're about to have a new product, well, with GoDasana launching very soon, and also with HPN, okay, that are going to launch that are amazing. Okay, but we have what, over 300 products that work, and we have very aggressive pay plans that pay very well on Monday. Okay, for those of you who are GoDasana reps, was your matrix pay Monday larger than the prior ones? Just yes or no? Yes. Jessica's was, mine was. That's because the company enhanced the pay plan to make it a 3x12 matrix with the requirement to participate being at 50 BV. So lots of people took advantage of or taking advantage of the enhanced pay plan with GoDasana, which is amazing. Okay, Richard and Coach Seymour. And last month, GoDasana paid out $125,000 in SAT bonuses. The share and tell bonuses was $125,000, and the company paid out 50% of the revenue to the field, which is awesome. All right. And Linda, I see you, Linda. Now, how it works out is this. There's two separate network marketing companies. People can choose one or both. Okay. Either or, most people join both. Okay. People typically start with GoDasana because it's simpler. It's the simpler of the two to understand because of the household products. Most people wash their clothes and clean their homes. Okay. We have the personal care products. Most people brush their teeth. Okay. So occasionally people wear deodorant and people bathe their body and their hair. So we have the tooth powder, the deodorant, the hair and body bars. We also have the hair serum, Manglow, and the skincare serum, Glorious, with essential oils, the bath bombs, and also Black Seed Oil, which is with both companies. So GoDasana is our household and personal care division. Harbor Naturals is our supplements and superfood division. Okay, so there's Black Seed Oil, there's our GLP-1 system that's perfect for people who are considering using Ozempic, Wegovy, semaglutide, right? Those dangerous injections, and those products, those injections, they stimulate the GLP-1 system. Well, we have a three-step GLP-1 system that's organic and natural, and in my opinion, from what I hear, works better and is safer without the side effects. And there's other superfoods and supplements on the HPN side with some personal care products. So that's how the companies are broken up. Most people join both because they want to have access to buying, using, and sharing both of the types of products, which is great. So I appreciate you guys who are here and you guys for saying yes to the opportunity. So this is Coach Will. He did our training on Tuesday after Coach Seymour is also training. Coach Will, right? He was our second seven-figure earner with HBN. Okay. But and the second seven-figure earner with the company, the first $100,000 earner with Gold Asana, he said this, hey, this is my business and I'm going to make it work. And so when you join us, and if your business isn't progressing the way you thought it would progress, and you have access to the same websites, you have access to the same pay plan, the same products, okay, and if your business isn't growing, it's not the business, it's not the company, it's not the products, it's you. Okay, so it's going to be important for you to take accountability and be responsible and tell yourself this every single day. This is my business and I'm going to make it work. This is what I told myself back in 2021 when my former sponsor joined another company and tried to raid my success team, or downline, as they say, and try to recruit them to the company he had joined. Okay. And I could have gotten discouraged and got distracted, but that made me work harder. And I told myself, this is my business and I'm going to make it work. And I'm so glad, I stuck with it and I've reaped the rewards. So our vision is this: bringing the power of plants to the people of the world, facilitating financial independence and personal growth worldwide. Now, we're not knocking medication. There is a place for medication. I needed it back in 2020, almost 5 years ago when we moved to Las Vegas. That car accident I was involved in, drunk driver hit me on the freeway, killed him. He died, almost died. Lacerated my spleen, fractured my spine, fractured ribs, collapsed my lungs. They had to put me in a coma, right? And so they had to give me medication while I was in the hospital. But as soon as I came home, I didn't use the OxyContin or the methylcarbamol. I used black seed oil twice a day, and I used pain lotion and mind, body, and soul 2 times a day. That stopped my pain and reduced my inflammation. So we're about plants. We're also about showing people how to become financially independent. Okay, where people don't have to rely on a job or a single source of income to help meet their financial needs. We show people how they can do that, and we're about personal growth. They say network marketing is a personal development and professional development program disguised as a network marketing program, because you learn things, right? You learn the color personalities, like from Tom Big Al Schreider's books. So you know how to communicate with people. You have the reds, the blues, the yellows, and the greens, and there's a way to communicate with with each of those colors, right? You learn right words to use from icebreakers and different books. We learn financial strategies, things your job in schools don't teach you. We learn that here. So we actually get paid to get better. Our mission is to capture 1% of the $6.8 trillion health and wellness industry. Now, at the end of 2024, it was 6.8 trillion. By the end of this year, it's projected to grow to $7.3 trillion. We only want to capture 1% of that. I don't know what that number is, but I know it's a lot. And what that means is many of you guys who plug into our teaching and apply it, you're sitting in seats that could be worth annual incomes of six figures or more. Some people over time are going to see their incomes grow to 6 figures a month. Okay, that is how powerful this our products are, and how the health and wellness industry is going to grow. We simply want to capture 1% of that piece of that pie, right? Our motto is dream, fight, win. You must have a dream you want to fight for, and as long as you don't give up, okay, on your dream and stop fighting, you're going to come out with the win. Okay. So this is broken up. There's 4 parts. So we did part 1 Saturday, but since we changed it from Saturday night training to Wednesday, we're going to do part 1 again. Okay. Next week is part 2. Following week, part 3, and the 4th Wednesday of this month will be part 4. And so this is part 1. Okay, you want to create strong mental and emotional barriers to exit that are greater than the obstacles you have to overcome to win. Also, there's a why board. Okay, and this is something Coach Seymour began doing, and this is what Coach Seymour teaches to the people he enrolls. And why means what hurts you. Okay, so that's a board you definitely want to create. Um, and then we're going to talk about placing your appropriate initial order and following the BEST system. Okay, BEST is an acronym. The B is becoming a product of the product. The E is education. The S is showing the plan, showing the products. Okay, and the T is teaching the people you recruit to do what you just did. That's how simple it is. Then we talk about authorship if appropriate. Okay, most people who have generated at least $50,000 or more have their audits processed on a particular day of the month. Okay, and so that's what we'll talk about that. And so creating strong mental and emotional barriers to exit that are greater than the obstacles you have to overcome to win. For those of you who have attended our trainings consistently, what is that called? This is like a pop quiz. It's curious, making sure people are paying attention and understand this information, right? And I know there's people are probably typing, and make sure you guys aren't driving and listening and typing. But we call this our why board, right? We just added that, but your 20 reasons why. Okay, so we'll talk about the 20 reasons why first. Okay, and you want to take a blank sheet of paper and blue ink, right? Don't do it on computer, don't do it electronically. It has to be excuse me, on a blank sheet of paper and with my pen in blue ink, right? It needs to be written in blue. There's something about the mind, and Richard Fritzler is here. He can explain why blue ink is recommended or indigo. But do you want to write down why you will be successful with your Green Organics business? Okay. For those of you who are enrolling new members who say they want to build a business, this is a test for them. You want to tell them, send me your 20 reasons why you want to be successful within 7 days. Okay. And if they send you the information within 7 days, they passed the leadership test. Okay. If they don't, they didn't pass, but they can make up and pass the test by getting you the information. So this is some things I've seen. This is what I wrote down when Coach Will taught this to me. Um, some things written on people's lists. I want to buy a new house. Okay. And that's not specific enough. Okay. Because if you write, I want to buy a new house, you can go to Target, Walmart, Costco, and buy a Barbie dream house. The house is new, but you can't live in the house, right? So you want to be specific when it comes to what you want. So be more descriptive and create a mental picture of the house you want to buy if that's on your list. This example, I want to buy a 4-bedroom, 3,000 square foot house on a 1 acre lot in the country and with palm trees or, land for a farm, all that kind of stuff, right? Be really specific because your mind, it thinks in pictures, doesn't think in words. So when you are really descriptive with what you want, you're gonna see it and visualize it, right? Let me see. I see. Thank you, Linda and Jessica. Now, some other things I've seen people write. I want to buy a new car, which is great. The thing about it is, you can buy a toy car, right? The little Matchbox car. For those of you who know what Matchbox cars are, you can buy a model car, right? You can buy those little kids' little cars, the little cars, little toddlers drive around in. You can buy that, but it's new, but you can't use that car for transportation. So be really descriptive of the type of car you want to buy. Like, I want to buy black. This is not me. This is just an example. I want to buy a black 2024 Mercedes-Benz E350 with black leather interior, heated seats, LED screen, navigation system, premium sound, et cetera, et cetera. Be specific because you're going to paint that picture. The other thing I see people write, I want to make more money. Okay. Most people got involved in this business model, network marketing, because they would like to earn more income, increase their cash flow. Well, you got to be specific because you can make more money. You can go to the grocery store. You can walk past the Coinstar machine, and someone left a quarter on top of the machine or in a little receptacle. You pick that 25 cents up. You've made more money that day, but that 25 cents is really not helping you get to where you want to be financially. So be specific. So if you this is an example. I want to earn $5,000 per month from my Green Organics business by December 31st, 2025. Okay, this is just an example. Okay, so you guys can take whatever denomination you would like and whatever time frame. But make sure, okay, the number is realistic. Okay, if you're someone that has never earned $5,000 per month in your with your job, you probably want to pare it back and say, I want to earn $500 a month within 3 months. I want to earn $1,000 per month within 6 months. I want to earn $1,500 a month per month within 9 months. I want to earn $2,000 per month within 12 months. Something like that. Have something that's specific, measurable, attainable, okay, and realistic, okay, and also time bound. It's called the SMART goal, right? And so this is where we see many people struggle because they're not specific enough when it comes to what their financial goal is. All right. And so after you have your top 20, you want to list your top 4 reasons why you want to win. Okay. And so once you make your list, I took a highlighter, I highlighted mine, and then I made a picture collage, right, on my iPhone, right? I went and found some pictures. I went to Facebook stories. I posted the 3 pictures there. I did 3 or 4 pictures there. I took a screenshot and I saved it to my phone. You don't have to share your picture collage, okay? But your top 4 reasons. Once you make your top 4 reasons, take an index card or post-it note or 2 or 3 or 4, and write your top 4 reasons down 3 or 4 times and keep them in places that are visible to you throughout the day. Okay, your wallet, your bathroom mirror, your refrigerator, if you work in an office, your computer, in your wallet, your purse, wherever, right? Keep your top 4 reasons visible. So this is the 20 reasons why. And we say they create strong emotional barriers to exit that are greater than the obstacles you have to overcome to win. Because when things get hard, okay, when people are telling you no or telling you, oh, those are some potions and lotions you're selling and don't support you, you're going to feel like you want to quit. But you look at your 20 reasons why, your top 4, and your picture collage, you're not going to quit. Okay. So with that, we have our why board. Okay. Why is an acronym for what hurts you. Okay. Some people have done this where they look at their life and they look at things they want to accomplish and things they don't like if someone is in debt, if someone is always telling their kids or grandkids they can't do things for them because they don't have the money. Put that on your whiteboard. Things you don't want to have in your life, okay? And you want it to be painful, okay? Should be something that hurts you, that if you did not, okay, do things so that you can say yes to your kids or grandkids, okay, or you can pay off that credit card debt or that car payment, like Gwen in Texas paid off her car payment, right? Something that hurts you, that if you did not accomplish it, right, it's gonna hurt, right? That's your whiteboard. Okay, so make sure you have that. You don't have to share your whiteboard with anyone. That can be yours. Okay, and Richard says blue ink in the short vibrational frequency of the blue resonates with the frequency of your heart felt desires, that resonates with the universe we live in. So that's the reason we recommend blue ink. All right, so this is that part of part 1. Next part is placing your appropriate initial order. This is part of the B in the BEST system. Okay, so with Heart by Naturals, you can get active for 25 BV, 50 BV, or 100 BV. Okay, 100 PV is recommended because you can maximize the HBM pay plan. All right, that's going to be about 125 to 160 bucks a month. Now, the benefits for doing 100 PV, if you do it via auto ship, the company is going to give you a 5% discount, and the company will give you 10, 25 gift card codes every month. Okay. You also qualify for the highest binary payout. You become star bonus qualified. You receive MRP points up to 30%. Shipping is faster, and the company will send you a free product called the Try Me product each time you do that. Okay. Go to Sana. There's different product values. Okay. But with Go to Sana, you can activate your account for 20 BV, not 5 BV anymore. Okay. I'll edit this slide, take off the 5. But for 20 BV, you can activate your account. Okay. And but most people are doing 50 BV or 100 BV. That opens up additional components of the pay plan. But benefits of 50 or 100 BV are this: you are our SAT bonus qualified, which is our share and tell bonus. There's other bonuses. you may qualify for. And then there's a member reward points, which you receive up to 30% cash back. And there's also the faster shipping. And the extra bonuses, we're talking about the matrix pay, right? With the matrix, you will at 50 BV, you can qualify down to all 12 levels in the matrix would go to sign with the enhanced pay plan. All right. Now, the thing about it with the B, okay, for most people, if you are intending to participate in the pay plan, you want to have your ship process on the first of the month. Okay. Ship isn't necessary. I have members who they order each month, but they don't order via ship. They go in and manually place their order, which is fine. But if you want to make sure your account stays active, and ensure that you can qualify for all of the income, we recommend placing your ship on the first of each month. And Jessica says, receive our ships today. Very quick. Yeah, today is what, the 6th. The first was Friday, so it went from Cincinnati to Missouri in five days, which is awesome. There are sometimes mine travel from Cincinnati to Las Vegas, Nevada in 2 days, right? So that's amazing. So shipping is very fast. All right, so this right here is what it looks like when you partner with us and we talk about get in, plug in, stay in. Be committed to doing this for 5 years. Okay, so this is what your first 5 years might look like. Okay, so the columns represent your years. Okay, the time represents the amount you're spending learning and doing the business. Okay, so we're assuming you're new. Okay, or you're new to our company or new to network marketing or both. Okay, so your first year you're going to learn. Okay, you're going to learn right words to say as far as promoting the business, promoting the products. You're going to be working on your mindset and skill set. You're going to share. You're going to follow the hot market strategy, the social media strategy. You're going to get a lot of no's, which is no's are part of the process, right? So your income in your first year, it may not be a whole lot. Now there are outliers, people who maybe have experience or maybe have a large list of people that support them. They may come in and make a lot of money fast. Okay. But for the most part, year one is learning. Okay. So you're not going to earn a lot. Year two, though, okay, you've learned some word, you learned the right words to say. You've been using the products and people have been watching you, especially on social media and in your personal life. People watch you to see if you're going to quit, but they see you being consistent. You share the plan, you show the plan, you share the products, you get results. More people are telling you yes. Okay, that's great. Your income goes up more in year two. Year three, you are a network marketing professional. Okay, you've read the books, you watch the videos, you attend the trainings, you know what words to say, you've gotten results using the products. People now start to believe you and trust you. At this point, you get more yeses, okay, and people reaching out to you to want to order products and join your team. Your income goes up more in year three. Year four, you're at the point now where you're having duplication happening. You're not recruiting as many people as you were in the beginning. That's normal. Okay, that's just part of the process. Most people recruit more people in the first 90 days than in their most recent 90 days. Okay, but year four, you are having duplication happening. There are people you signed up that want to build a business. They are also duplicating what you taught them. Some of them may even outrank you. Okay, but your income goes up more, right? Year five, right? You are at the point where you're not recruiting a whole lot. You still recruit people, but you can be more choosy and picky and qualify people to work with you. Everyone doesn't qualify. You don't want to work with every single person that tells you they want to join the business. Okay. And but what happens is you have a duplication happening, your income goes up even more. Okay. Now, what happens, and we've seen it in real life, people join us and they get to year two or year three and they're having success. They think it's because of them. They think their success is because of them. So they get distracted. They're on Facebook. Somebody posts something about you can join this subscription model and not pay auto ship and pay, $20 a month and make $2,000 a month or whatever, right? Or 4,000, whatever it is, without recruiting anybody. Okay. People believe that, and that happened in real life. There are people who had made $500,000, over $250,000. They fell for that. Join this other company, and when you do that, okay, you lose some things. Okay, you lose your income from your current company. You lose your downline or your success team. You also lose credibility with people that follow you. Okay, and you also go back to year one. So these people, they joined this company, they went back to year one promoting that company, lost a lot of other downline with here with HBN and GoDasana, and now they've been with two or three different companies over the past 2 years, right? It's sad to see. So don't be the person that starts over by going from company to company to company, and you definitely don't want to jeopardize your residual income and also lose trust with people, right? So this is what your first 5 years could look like. So this is like we like to ask this question. People come to us all the time and hey, Coach Marcus, Coach Seymour, Jessica, Miriam, Coach Will, I want to join you guys and I'm committed. I want to make $1 million. I'm like, okay, here's a link. Go ahead and sign up. And then they sign up and they place a 10 BV order, right? Or a 5 BV order. They buy a deodorant stick. And I've told them, well, if you want to maximize the pay plan with GoDasana or HBN, you got to do 50 BV or more with GoDasana or 100 CV or more with HBN. They get active at 5 BV and stay at that level for forever, and then they eventually quit. So how committed are you to achieving your financial goals, right? And so your business volume is going to determine that. So 50 BV a month with GoDasana and 100 CV plus a month with HBN are the numbers that are required to truly maximize the pay plan to help you achieve your financial goals quicker. Okay. Now we have groups on Facebook. There's 4 different groups. One group is only for people who are participating in the incentive plan to build a business. That's the Green Organics Family Influencer and Consultant Training Group. Okay. And then there may be some sub team groups for different teams, which is fine. And there's 3 other official company groups that are for anybody to join. It can be for members, it can be for customers and prospects. Okay. And so that's the Green Organics Family Testimonials and Information Group. We have the GoDasana Testimonials and Information Group. And then we have the Drink to Drop Weight Warriors group. So the last group is more focused on the weight loss products, the GLP-1 system, those products there. But those are groups anyone can join. We like using those groups as tools for people to build their business. It's simple. Okay. When you invite someone to join the group, and once you confirm they've been added to the group, you find a post you want them to see. It could be a product post, it could be a business opportunity overview replay. Tag them in the comments. Say, hey, Marcus, I thought you find this video interesting. It tells you how the money works with the company. Okay. And after you tag them, you send them a private message. Okay. Just tell them, hey, thanks for joining the group. I just tagged you in the post I thought you would enjoy. Take a look at it and let me know what you like about the information. Something like that. So it's called add tag message, ATM. So that's how we utilize the groups that are open for anyone to join. That's the purpose of those groups. All right, guys. So we do have channels on YouTube. You see the time. The Coach Sonic is coming up in 21 minutes. So we'll be done in more enough time. So if you make sure you guys subscribe to the following YouTube channels. The One Team, One Dream channel, that's where most of the training replays and the business overview replays are posted. And then Coach Tina does our Detox Divas every Thursday night at this same time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. She posts the replays to the Detox Divas to her channel. Coach Will, he posts different videos on his YouTube channel we can use or download them and post them on your YouTube channel. And Coach Sonic, he hosts our Coaches Corner every Wednesday. That's a more of an interactive training, not like this training. Coaches Corner is more interactive, and that's on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so make sure you guys are subscribed to those YouTube channels, and so you can catch the replays. Okay, and we got 3 today. Also, Doug needs 1 more. That's awesome. Let me see what people are saying. Okay, awesome stuff. All right, so this is our training schedule. So we call it Leadership and Product Education. So Sunday, Tuesday and Wednesdays is focused more on consultants and prospects can join and join in on these trainings, these Zooms. So we have the leadership training on Sunday with Coach Will. Tuesday, more leadership training with Coach Will, Coach Seymour, and Miriam Kareem on Sunday and Tuesdays. Wednesdays, we have Franchise Factor, okay, on this new night, and then Coach's Corner, okay. And then Mondays and Thursdays, that's more of the customer focused education. So this is where people can learn about the opportunity and the products. So Monday nights we have the testimonials Zoom, and Thursdays we have Detox Divas first, and then we have the business opportunity overview. We call it the wellness blueprint that works. Right. So this is our schedule every week. Unless things change, we will let you guys know. But this is an example of what the matrix could look like with the enhanced pay plan with GoDasana. We focus on GoDasana because this is the newest enhancement and 50 BV. Okay, so for people who join us at 50 BV, very simple pay plan. And I did some research. I saw the average new car payment is $745 a month. Average used car payment is $521. Average mortgage is $2,186, right? And the average rent is $1,621. Well, with GoDasana, if you build your business by simply enrolling 3 people, okay, and then those 3 people enroll 3, right, and then each level will fill and increase by multiples of 3. You build it down to about 5 levels, right? 5 levels deep. Just a matrix pay, that's almost $1,100 a month at 50 BV. Okay, so that would take care of a car payment and maybe pay your car insurance, right? And so this is just a simple example of what we teach as far as the best system and on showing the plan. All right. And so, and if someone builds it and the business grows to down to level 12, that's over 531,000 people. That's NBA money, right? Just in matrix pay. Okay. But we're not there yet, as we'll get there. But as far as what we teach, we believe in teaching down to 5 levels, which is a realistic number that people can believe. All right, guys, but this is how the GoDasana pay plan looks at 50 BV for matrix pay. At 100 BV in the matrix, it doubles. Okay, so instead of doing 50 BV, it's going to double. You build it down to 5 levels. That's over $2,100 a month. So that's paying a car payment. That could be paying someone's rent, right? Or it could pay someone's mortgage, right? So that's like getting a raise for those of you that work like me. That's like getting a raise on your job by simply having some residual income coming in, right? So this is what it would look like based upon the example here, right, guys? We never guarantee this, but this is just what it would look like if your business grew to those levels, all right, guys? So never want to make any outlandish income claims here, right? And so this right here, write this down, all right? And what we teach here, the best system is one page, right? And we teach people become a product of the product. The E is learn one page, okay? And then once you learn one page, then you show the plan, right? And we like having 2 bites at the apple. This is why we lead with the opportunity first, because if someone says no to the opportunity, well, you can introduce them to the products, okay? And they can become a customer, which is great. If you introduce someone to the products first and they say no, well, it's going to be impossible to introduce them to the business opportunity, okay? Because they've already said no to the products, they're definitely going to say no to the opportunity. This is why 2 bites at the apple is what we teach. But we focus on sharing simple steps done by many equal success, right? And so if you guys, what we teach here is something most people can do if they want to do. If you guys agree with that, type 1. Very simple. If you agree, everything I've covered on this Zoom tonight is something most people can do if they want to do it. Type 1. Just want to make sure I was very clear. Thank you, Douglas. Appreciate that. All right, thanks, Linda. So that concludes the training. Let me go ahead and stop the recording.